All right. Are we live? Another stream? You know what type of timing we on. That Monday night stream. Pokemon Champions coming out. Less than 2 days. We gotta do another ranking stream. I asked the server what they want to see. They said another ranking stream is needed. I said okay. I figured what could we talk about? And I realized something. A lot of folks did not play competitive Pokemon when Generation 6 was around and when Generation 7 was around. A lot of folks don't even know what type of power level the old Mega Evolutions were on. And I'm going to tell you something. These new Megas we got in ZA are pretty cool, but the old Megas are way more powerful on average. Like, for every 3 good old Megas, there's like 1 good new one. If that. It's probably even less of a ratio than that. Like, I'm telling you, the new Megas, they got some straight bums, like Scolipede and Scrafty and whatnot. But the OG Megas, that Charizard X, that Metagross, that Salamence, that Mawile, that Blaziken, that Gengar, yo, the threats that they had, it was unlike anything ever at the time. Mega Evolution will always go down as the greatest mechanic in Pokemon. That Mega Audino? Noobish. What is bro talking about? Talking about that. Bro said with his chest. Shoutouts to Halo Assassin and shout out to Ariel772 membering up. Guys, if you member up, make sure you connect your YouTube account with the Discord and join the agency server. Let me see some Mr. Craws in the chat. Let me see who's membered up in here. And let me tell you, you guys are going to want to member up, subscribe, hit the notification button. Champions coming out in 2 days. There's going to be a lot to talk about. There's going to be a lot of videos coming out. Blunder was 30 during ORAS? Yo, I was like 15 during ORAS. Hey, yo, 30? Nah, low-key, I'll be 30 when Gen 11 comes out, though. Can we put Mega Manectric in D? Nah, easy on Mega Main. Easy on Mega Main, alright? Shoutouts to Owen McLaughlin6751 joining the agency. That's what I like to see. We need to up these numbers. I can't wait for Champions to come out, and when I'm streaming it and they ask me what name do you want, and I put that AGC Blunder in there. We're all rocking an AGC tag the first day of Champions. That's a promise. We're all rocking that. Unless you lose your first game, then you better reset save, alright? And change your name to some other shit. If you start 0-1, we can't have that terrible elo on our field. I'm telling you right now. So, stay locked in, ladies and gentlemen. I will be force banning those who choke their first game away. But we are going to be ranking the old Megas. None of the new ones. Like I said, I know a lot of folks have not played competitive when Generation 6 and Generation 7 were around. So you don't know what some of these Pokemon, you know, they're just too powerful. They're way too powerful. And a shout out to the new Megas. You know, we got Starmie. We got Garchomp Z. We got Lucario Z. We even got that Z-Guard's Mega Zygarde, which we don't even know what's going on with Mega Zygarde. Do you guys think we're going to find out more information about Mega Zygarde, or do you think that's just not going to be in Champions? I mean, it's not going to be legal, obviously, but are we going to, like, find out what the deal with that Pokemon is for sure? Blunder VGC Arc and Champions, that's all I have to say. Got to go back to work. No, I'm definitely playing VGC on Champions first before I play anything else. Of course, if they have a private 6v6 battle mode, I'll play with my friends and shit, but I'm playing VGC more than BSS. BSS is kind of a chaotic format, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, some of the shit that goes on in BSS has me scratching my head. I'm like, alright man, this is Galaxy Cat gas out the fucking, like, out the wazoo. But VGC is a lot, like, easier to, I don't know, just enjoy on average. BSS is like, oh, this fucking Leech Seed Calyrex Ice just showed up. But, I mean, obviously, we'll see what's allowed in that. We have no idea what's coming for Champions. But it's too hype. It's too hype. So, I got all these Mega Evolutions here. S, our S rank will mean Ubers. If you make it to the S rank, you're way too tough. Matter of fact, you should be banned. And a lot of these Mega Evolutions, at least... Oh, let me preface this by saying, because someone in the comments is going to be like, what the hell are these rankings? This is mainly for singles, as that's, you know, the format that I play on this channel. I will consider some of the VGC viabilities on these Pokemon, of course. if it's something really crazy like Kangaskhan, for example, is great in VGC. But some of these guys like Blastoise, in the format we're playing here, singles, that shit's going banned. That shit's going to S Ubers on my rank. So for those of you who then get confused if you skip ahead, just know, I'm ranking it off the singles. No, I'm going to miss the agency stream. Don't worry. Don't worry, there's going to be a VOD. Let me ask the chat right now while you all are here. What is the Mega Evolution, an old Mega Evolution, that you were all waiting for more than anything, that you can't wait that it's returning? We didn't know Megas were going to come back until last year when the information got leaked. So if you could have had any Mega back before we knew, who were you picking, G? Who were you picking? Shit-ass Beedrill? Damn. Salamence, that Aggron, okay. Gengar. A lot of Mega Beedrill enjoyers. So many Mega Beedrill enjoyers. Oh my goodness. I didn't know Mega Beedrill had the whole city on his back like that. Nah, he really carries the city. Mega Sceptile and S tier for Super Cox. RIP Mega Sceptile. The Mega with the worst and most troll ability of all time. Gallade, Pinsir, Mega Ampharos. Metagross number 1. Metagross is too shiced. Metagross with those four what do they say about Metagross? He's a supercomputer with 4 brains. Mega Sizz with Roost, RIP. Shout out to my guy Georgie for the 27 months. Shout out to you, Legend. Thank you for tapping into the stream. 27 months. Mega Scizor might end up lower on these ranks than you thought it would, ladies and gentlemen. Mega Scizor, one of the defining Pokemon of Generation 6 OU, Generation 7 OU. But without Roost, that guy might have some issues. Even, being better than Golisopod. No Roost! It's a scary sight. It's a scary sight for a Pokemon like this. Losing your recovery? You know who else took a big-ass fall? Mega Sableye. 8 recovers? This is not who he used to be. Where he used to just troll everybody. He's not that guy anymore. Shouts to Mega Sableye, though. Anyways, we can start with some rankings. Now that I've, given the background on what's going to be here. Also, if you're watching right now, make sure you like the stream, alright? I want to see at least 1,000 likes on the stream, you know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. And also, I would appreciate if you subscribed if you haven't subscribed already. I'm less than 500 subscribers away from 150k. I told you when we hit 150k, we have an epic celebration stream. So I'm less than 500 subscribers away. So make sure y'all subscribe. Alright, first we're putting Gengar in Ubers, S rank. Gengar is a top 3 Mega Evolution. People think about Mega Mewtwo Y, they think about Mega Mewtwo X, such strong beasts. This guy is even crazier. Why? Because Shadow Tag, whoever invented Shadow Tag, they gotta go. You see Arena Trap, at least if you're a flying type or levitator, it's cool. But this shit, Shadow Tag, it's only for the ghost types. There's not even like an ability like that can get you out. That's, as commonly distributed as Levitate. Shadow Tag is on a whole nother level of broken abilities. And this was never really legal back in the day when we were playing in singles. Like, I think in Generation 6 it was legal for like a couple days before they were like, what the fuck? How is this even a real thing? And of course it went up to Ubers. Where in Ubers back in the day, it was extremely, extremely good. In VGC, we're going to see this like crazy. It's going to be incredible with its strategies. No More Encore is pretty amazing, though. Because if it had Encore, this shit would have been super cheap. Like, if this had Encore, it would just be so miserable to play with a Pokemon like this. But the fact that they got rid of Encore is really good. Shoutouts to Pokemon Company one time for figuring that shit out. Shout out Mr. Zangler. Mega Keldeo, that horse side. Yo, what? Shout out to my guy El Sleezo. For those of you who are less tapped in, use this stream to prioritize who you use your limited champions box spaces for. Nah, y'all need to get that. Y'all need to get that 80. That 80. I'm not shilling though. All right, I'm not a Nintendo partner. I'm just saying, if you want more space, you need to pay their fee and get the 80 box space. That shit gets nasty plot now. This thing is still gonna run crazy in whatever format it's allowed, and expect this to be a VGC god. As for singles, it's going to be banned into Ubers in the singles we play no matter what. Why can't I skip to the end? Hey, yo, chill. Nah, if you want the skip to end power up, you gotta member up. Gengar gets a buff. Mega abilities happen before switch. Yeah, but you're not gonna like evolve as they try to switch, and then their switch is gonna fail. That's not gonna happen though. Like, how would that even happen? Like, if I had a Gengar versus a Pokemon, and I tried to switch, it would allow me to switch. Like, I would be able to make that click, because the Gengar hadn't been evolved. So even if it evolves first before I switch, it's not going to be like, the switch stopped because of Shadow Tag. That wouldn't happen, yeah. that would be super egregious. But yeah, shoutouts to Gengar. This guy's going in S Uber's rank. Alright. Gengar has enough. It doesn't need Levitate. It has too much stuff. It has too much stuff. Shit's cheap. Alright, so shoutouts to Gengar. This is going to be in Ubers. Shit's overpowered. Venusaur. Venusaur was always a bit of a hit or miss Pokemon. There were times where Venusaur would go on a run. And Venusaur would really be crazy like that. Especially when folks were using weak-ass physical attackers. You know what I'm saying? But you want to know something about Venusaur? No more hidden power fire is not shiced. Especially when Mega Solana, what's his name? Mega Meganium pulled up and is able to click that Weather Ball and has that Earth Power coverage just like Venusaur got. That being said, this guy still has some cool techs. Alright. Grass Poison is fantastic typing. Fantastic. The bulk on this thing is amazing. Thick Fat, great ability. Allows you to 1v1 fire and ice types that would have normally been able to beat you. This thing is unkillable a lot of the time for offense teams. But it is kind of annoying that it doesn't have hidden power fire anymore, I'm not gonna lie. Thick Fat is nice coverage, but that Mega Golisopod is coming in and getting +6 on this. Hold on now, Bold Mega Venu in his prime was top 5. Yo, in his prime he was crazy. That's a deep pull. And I'm gonna give it to you. Mega Venusaur in his prime was pretty shice, but he was damn sure not top 5, alright? I'm not gonna allow that super glaze. It is a great Pokemon though. It's a great Pokemon. Top 5. Let's be real. Alright, we'll put it in B. Because it's a solid B rank Pokemon, especially compared to everything else here. Mega Venusaur getting Strength Sap. Ooh. Getting Strength Sap would be really nice. We would go far with Strength Sap. Mega Venusaur bros, we would enjoy that. Synthesis is great though. He got carried by HP Fire, don't worry, he has Earth Power. It has knockoff and shit too. Could someone explain what Mega Venusaur is doing? Well, in singles it would just tank whatever against whatever. It has really good stats. Matter of fact, I'll show the stats right now. Let me move this. It has really good stats. I think 121 special, 122 special, 123 defense, 120 spit. Like, how did they decide these random numbers? They should just made them all 120. But anyways, the speed stays the same as regular Venusaur, 80. Defense and spit F go up a lot. Special attack goes up a little bit as well. And it just trades into every Pokemon. It has synthesis, so it's never that low on HP when you can keep spamming that and getting back 50. Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, great stab moves. Why would I use Mega Venu if Ferrothorn is back? Is Ferrothorn back? The fact that this doesn't have HP Fire is so sad. That's what I'm saying, bro. It used to just run double stab, HP Fire, and Synthesis. Blunder, how do I know you're not part of the simulation? When did I ever say that I'm not part of the simulation? I am. The Blunder you know was cloned in 2019. Alright? I'm AI. I'll take no further questions. Okay. We're putting Venusaur in B rank. That's where it belongs. Big shots to Venusaur. I didn't really use Venusaur in tournament like that. Actually, I used it one time, and you know what happened? Double Greninja Dark Pulse Flinch, and then that shit turned into Ash Greninja and 6-0'd me. It didn't 6-0 me, actually, but it beat me. Like, I lost the game, obviously. But yeah, that's my experience with Mega Venusaur. So, Mega Venusaur. Who's the shittiest Mega? We'll get to that. I see you're here for the negativity. I respect that. I do. But we'll get to that soon, alright? Who's the shittiest Mega? It's fucked up. Right now in the chat, tell me what you think the shittiest Mega is. Is it Audino? Nah, is it? There are some real shitters now, though. With the lack of hidden power. Like, Manectric is clicking T-Bolt, Overheat, and maybe Signal Beam. Actually, I don't even get Signal Beam anymore. That shit might be clicking Snarl. Nah, everybody's saying Audino. Damn, RIP Audino. Are there any real Audino fans in the chat right now? This is sad to see, man. It's sad to see. Audino getting lumped up outside the club. Everybody ganging up on this Pokemon. It's sad to see. Nah, truly. It's truly heartbreaking. You guys don't love this Pokemon, huh? Who winning the mid-off? Audino or Emboar? Nah, fuck out of here. Go watch my Emboar video that I posted 2 hours ago if you haven't already. Because I went crazy with Emboar. I was recording with Lax in 3D. It was putting in that work. That 110 SpDef is no joke. Zard X to A rank. Zard X, one of the greatest Mega Evolutions of all time. Basically what everybody imagined Charizard as, even though that shit was ass and competitive. This is what everyone thought Charizard was you know, moving like in the anime and shit. Fire Dragon, tough claws. Nah, shout out Noobish with the super chat. They don't know game, Audino the GOAT. Nah, let me see some Mr. Cross and some W's in the chat. Holy shit. Shoutouts to Big Noobish sending the 50 bomb my way. Champions out in 2 days. I'm gonna be hitting that super stream. I need everybody to pull up. I need all the agents to pull up. The agency's going to the moon when Champions comes out. I'm telling you, we taking over the Champions ladder. AGC tags only. Huge shots to the GOAT Noobish. Mega Abomasnow is the worst. Nah, Audino might just have to go up 2 tiers because of that noobish lobbying that just went down. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you. When that lobbying comes out, you know what I'm saying? We gotta be, you know, realistic. More money than Mega Audino has won in VGC? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Zard Y. Zard Y is a clear A rank Pokemon. In fact, Zard Y might just be better than Zard X because it is the true best Sunsetter. Obviously, you know, we play in Generation 9 with what's it called? Ninetales and Torkoal. We don't have Megas like that. We have 8 turns of Sun in that regard. But Zard Y, with that Heat Wave in VGC smoking on everybody, and then in, you know, singles, it only needs Fire Move, Solar Beam, Heat, what's it called? Scorching Sands now, Focus Blast. This shit didn't lose Roost? Nah. This guy runs his city. You cannot pull up to Charizard Y City without checking in with him first. That is the facts. That is the facts. Doesn't it get gooed by Pelipper on the switch in? Now we using that Air Slash. Now we using that Hurricane, matter of fact. Zard Y gets Hurricane, doesn't it? We using that Hurricane. That way when they set up the rain against our sun, no bitch, the tech is here. Watch out. I'm telling you, Zard Y. Zard Y is nasty work. This guy's a beast. This guy's the beast. I think, does this shit learn Dragon Pulse? I think I ran Dragon Pulse on this once. It does, right? I ran Dragon Pulse to hit Lotties in Gen 6 occasionally. Not crazy ass set, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, Blastoise. Now I can't speak for VGC because I don't know what Shell Smash bullshit does in VGC. But as for singles, this will be banned on the Champions Showdown format. Champions OU will be a tier on the Smogon, or on the Showdown server, and it'll probably be a Smogon tournament tier as well. And I'm telling you, this Pokemon, get the fuck out of here, Blastoise. I cannot believe they gave this Shell Smash. But also it deserves Shell Smash. You know what I'm saying? It's a hype turtle. We're all rocking with Blastoise. And it's good to see Blastoise get something that turned it from being a RU support bullshit into a totally broken super beast. Blastoise has 135 Spatak. It's got 120 in the defenses, I think. It could be 115. Let me check. Hold on. What the fuck? Oh, okay, whatever. Give me a second. I was trying to find the right source on my streaming. I was moving the chat on accident. Blastoise Mega. Look at the defenses. 120 defense, 115 SpDef, 135 Spatak. Speed is whatever when you're +2. This thing gets a free Shell Smash on like every Pokemon. It's not even real. This guy ain't right. This guy ain't right, ladies and gentlemen. This guy's OP. With that ability as well, that boosts Aura Sphere and Dark Pulse, so they're like pseudo stab moves. And of course you can have Ice Beam if you need it. This guy was never on until Shell Smash. And I'm a Blastoise fan. In fact, in Generation 5, I used to run this Sun team with Blastoise HP Fire. Why? Because I really was smart like that. I was like, you know what? I can't afford to run a Starmie weak to Tyranitar. How am I going to keep the rocks off? Oh, Blastoise with that base 100 defense? Talk to him. I think it's 110. It might be more. What's Blastoise's defense stat? I want to say it's 100. And I think the Spidef's 105, but I don't know for sure. The point is, my son Blastoise with Scald, HP Fire, Rapid Spin, Protect, super crazy. Fishing out Scald burns, HP Fire in the sun to dispatch Ferrothorn. No Pokemon is keeping hazards up against me, bro. Shout out to my guy Jebediah Sauce. Blundered me and the gang, got you a surprise video. Would love for you to react to it. Alright, I'm not going to react to it on this stream. I'll have to see the video first, and then I will. So, maybe the next stream. But I appreciate you, gang. We need a Lil Baby and Gun Alive for the one time in Champions. Nah, you're right about that. Nah, you're definitely right about that. Shout out Blastoise. Will always be famous as a Pokemon that spun on me. What am I going to do against Regieleki? What do you mean Regieleki? Regieleki is slower than +2 Blastoise. Blastoise is gonna hit that Shell Smash and be faster than Aleki, and then shit's over. Shouts to Blastoise, you deserve this. Which Mega will get the first Champions tier live? What should I do? I was thinking either Zard, I mean not Zard, fucking Chomp Z, Absol Z, or Starmie. All those shits are broken. What do we want to see first? Terrain Pulse Megastoise with Terrain is crazy DPS. Nah, Mega Meganium is going to be amazing too. I have a Meganium team. Alright, the whole city wants to see Starmie, I understand. Will we ever do the Legence varsity jackets again? They could come back in a winter drop. We got some summer merch coming out in a couple months. So be on the lookout for that. Agency soldiers in the chat. Starmie's broken as fuck. Starmie's gonna be potentially Ubers. Next up, we have Beedrill. Now, when I asked everybody what Mega they want back, there was a resounding Beedrill, Beedrill, Beedrill. I had no idea that y'all were part of the Beedrill army like that. And you know what? I respect Beedrill. Beedrill only got better in Generation 7 when it got the instant speed. When, you know, that change happened with Megas and they get the instant speed boost. And that helped Beedrill a lot, especially with adaptability. That being said, Beedrill never had any motion like that. Horrible defense stat. It happens. O-code by every single priority move. It happens. Loses to every ground type and flying type. It happens. Welcome to Cox, Beedrill. It is what it is. And I'm a fan of Beedrill, as I've said many a time. Especially with the Magnezone. You have a good time using this Pokemon. If you think this Pokemon is B on the level of Mega Venusaur, whoa. 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 Maybe in your in-game save file it went super crazy Venusaur level, but whoa. Lokix kind of took Beedrill's job. Everybody took Beedrill's job. Beedrill was found at Wendy's getting fired after the first week. But who knows? Maybe Beedrill gets something super crazy. Something insane. Helmet Corv is his father. Everything is this shit's father. Also, there's other amazing bug megas that take precedence over this. Nah, it's sad, bro. And it was easy to use it with Zone, where you could trap like the Scarm and shit like that in Gen 7, and like any steel type, honestly, like Ferrothorn and whatnot, but or Mega Scizor too. But hey, no more zones, ladies and gentlemen. Mega Pinsir is homeless now. Is it? Why is Mega Pinsir homeless? Because no return? Nah, we running that double edge? That shit's at +2, that shit's the nuke of all nukes. Stay on that side when we get B create? Oh my goodness. Nah, I like the stream if we're getting B create Beedrill. B create is unhinged. You cooked. Add Goobers tier. That's what D garbage is. I can call it Goobers if you want. Yo. Maybe this is shiced in VGC. I can't speak for VGC. Maybe it does something cool with Tailwind and Hyper Voice or something. I don't know, maybe. But as for singles, hell nah. It is nice to get the Hurricane and, you know, that never misses and whatnot. But ladies and gentlemen, we gotta be serious now. We gotta be serious. Pidgeot. Kubud. It's not great. It's not great for Pidgeot. I believe Pidgeot's got a 121 speed. Like 121 Spatak, if I'm not wrong. Let me move this and check. Who can tell me Pidgeot's mega spread? 130 special? 135 special. Okay, I was hating. 135 special? Nah, he got that shit on. He got that shit on for real. This is what the shit used to run back in the day. You didn't run Hyper Voice because what the fuck is normal coverage? This thing was super bad, but it was like fun to use. This is a weird Pokemon. This shit is like the ass end of C, or it's in D. It's one of the two. Yeah, we're gonna put this in the ass end of C, and then we'll come back to this and see if, you know, Pidgeot can beat the case. Because, you know, it can beat the case. But, dude, there's no way this is on the same level as Lord Beedrill. Nah, that shit's going in D. Alakazam Mega. Alakazam Mega will be banned in our singles format when we have a Champions OU, alright? This will be banned. We don't even have to talk about no expanding force, side terrain shit that's going on with this. That's not the point. The point is that this Pokemon as the complete package is too broken. It's going to have access to Nasty Plot. There's a reason this Pokemon is not allowed in National Dex to begin with, similarly to Blastoise. This thing outspeeds and sweeps everything with Nasty Plot. Trace is a truly cracked ability. It means you can go toe-to-toe with any fat Pokemon, more often than not, because they always have some shiest ability like Natural Cure or Regen or whatever. 150 speed is just too high. It is nice that we got the 151 speed Pokemon, like Garchomp, Absol, Lucario Z, but Zam 150, this guy invented being too fast for his own good. This is the original. Oh, I just min-maxed. Let me show you. If you don't know, you about to know. So this is what it would end up doing if, you know, it was legal in singles. It would just do this, and it would actually beat every team. This Pokemon doesn't need any of the old stuff it had that's gone now, like Hidden Power and whatnot. There's always going to be different support options too. You can run Encore. You can run T-Wave. I think this thing has access to Taunt as well. This thing has good support and 150 speed. The Spadef, pretty damn solid at 105. Defense isn't great, but you can still take a neutral move and at least live the attack. This guy right here, this is Deoxys attack. Yeah, this is literally Deoxys attack. So, shoutouts to Alakazam, but bro, homie, you're not invited to the party. When we have a champions party on Wednesday, nobody invite this guy. It's not happening. He's not getting in the club. There's no shot he's getting in the club on Wednesday when Champions comes out. Nah, but chat, if Champions comes out on the 8th and The Boys Season 5 drops on the 8th, what am I supposed to do first? The Boys Season 4, like I said, that shit was pretty ass. But the final season of The Boys versus the Champions release? Am I supposed to do them at the same time? Am I supposed to watch the shit while playing for the max dopamine? Is that what's the right way to do it? Nah, I'm streaming The Boys on YouTube and I'm getting copyright striked. All right, get ready. I'm going crazy on Wednesday. I will be streaming the episodes. Amazon Prime, ask about me. I'm about to go crazy. All right, it's Mega Slowbro. Interesting Pokemon for sure. You know, Slack Off going down to 8 is not good for a Pokemon like this that used to Calm Mind, Slack Off, tank, and then go for the W over and over and over again. Just layer Champions and The Boys on top of each other for copyright dodge. Nah, shoutouts to the Boys. I hope that shit's good. I definitely will be watching it. Yeah, this is literally gonna use Rest over Slack Off. I think you guys are right. It's literally going to use Rest instead of Slack Off more often than not. His status is already a death sentence for a Pokemon like this. And again, with only 8 Slack Offs, you're not going to have time to just spam it like it used to be able to. So I think that this might be a C tier demon or a end of B tier demon. Because, like I said, this thing really needed to, This thing really needed to be able to spam its Slack Off. This is tough. This is tough, honestly. I'm gonna put it here out of respect for this Pokemon in the past. It does trade great into a lot of physical attackers always, like Charizard X and whatnot. They can't muscle past the boss. Also, back in the day, I used to run a Slack Off 3 attack set, Scald, Ice Beam, Fire Blast with some special attack investment. Folks forget that despite the 180 defense, this also has a 130 special attack stat, which hits 296 without investment and without a boosting nature. So let's, you know, those attacks hit. Those attacks hit, bro. So you know what? Slowbro, we're going to put you in B for now. We are. All right. Kangaskhan. In our format, Kangaskhan is going to be Ubers. It's going to do the same fake out seismic toss bullshit in singles, and it's not really able to be checked whatsoever. Power Up Punch doesn't exist anymore, I think, but then on the pre-champs ladder, it has Power Up Punch, so I don't really know what to make of it. Did it get Power Up Punch back? Did it? Kanga might be A this time. I don't think it's going to be A. I think it's still cheap. I think its bulk is still too crazy, bro. Oops. Nah, I think his bulk is too crazy. 100, 100, 105, and the speed is good too. Nah, Kanga really, you know. Can it touch gold? Yes, it has both Earthquake and Crunch, so it can hit gold. Ghost types are not safe. Mega Meganium is living Sludge Bomb, right, chat? Hand on shoulder. Shout out to Yo Earth for the super. Much love. If Ruination is cheap, Double Seismic is way too cheap. Exactly. Exactly. This Pokemon, it won't be fun to play around. It'll be some uninteractive shit where you're like, oh my god, I know what it's gonna do, but I'm fucked. And you're gonna be mad. It has Sucker Punch, of course. You ain't gotta tell me about that. The set that I used to run back in the day was Fake Out, Return. I don't even think I ran Fake Out. It was just Return, Power Up Punch, Sucker Punch, Earthquake. Earthquake was for Aegislash at the time, which could beat Sucker Punch with King Shield or Substitute or whatever. But yeah, shoutouts to the boss. Blunder check Discord. We got Northside Nate to do the hell nah. I'll watch the shit after. I'm not showing that on stream. I'm trying to do this tier list, but I appreciate y'all. If it loses toss, would it be allowed in OU? Maybe there's a potential world where it's allowed in OU, but I still think it would be pretty cheap with the automatic +2 off Power Up Punch. Then again, no more return. Maybe. You know, maybe. I don't know though. This thing really was horrendous to face. I'm keeping this here. This is where bro belongs. Does Circle Throw on Kanga make them switch out twice for 2 sets of hazards damage? I'm fairly certain it doesn't. But if it did, then that's a super ban. But no way. No way it does that. Golden Go does not hard counter, no. It has Earthquake and it has Crunch. For those wondering. Kang was a menace and still is. 2 Body Slam Parachances might be crazy. Wait! I didn't even think of double Body Slam Parachance. Bruh, bring in your Dragonite and try to click Dragon Dance. I'm just Body Slamming and getting the para. Nah, get this shit out of here. How does it do into Corv? Corv exposes this thing for sure. If you don't have a Fire Punch or whatever, Corv will expose you. That's for sure. Nah, hold on. That 51% para? Hold on. Secret Power was better than Body Slam? What is Secret Power? 30% sleep? We're running both. Fuck it. First I sleep them, then I Body Slam para them. Now we inside. Megapod getting all its HP back off you? Yeah, people will have to tinker and find the best set. Yo, this could potentially be A rank. But I'm gonna put it at the end of S and see where the rest of our Pokemon are. But I do think that this shit could potentially be at the top of A. Maybe. Just hitting 2 times is so crazy, bruh. How can you hit 2 times? Have some shame. Why are you moving 2 times in one battle, bro? And I can't believe we didn't get Mega Dragapult with Parental Bond, like everybody was saying we'd get. Pinsir. Oh, man. I'm not happy to say it. But Mega Pinsir, your time has come. Rabbit with the clock emoji. Damn, homie. In high school, you were the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? You know, it happens. Mega Pinsir, I brought this thing to an important tournament battle back in the day. Some remember. Actually, I've brought this thing in Generation 6 2 times and Generation 7 1 time. And it's actually gone 3-0 for me. It's won every tournament game for me. So, for that reason alone, welcome to B tier, where you'll be right here. At the end of the day, guys, at the end of the day, playing around entry hazards, opportunity cost of a good Mega. It's a fun Pokemon, but the lack of return is actually pretty terrible on this Pokemon. People is crazy. Pokemon like Kangaskhan can use Body Slam. They don't worry too much about the lack of return. But Pinsir not having return, if you go for Double Edge, you're going to kill yourself immediately. If you go for Body Slam, it's not strong enough. Thrash goes stupid. Yo, I know I didn't just read Thrash. I know I didn't just read that in-game shit in my competitive chat. I know I ain't just read the suggestion Thrash, alright? I know I ain't read. I'm running Giga Impact before I run Thrash, alright? Now, we run that Hyper Beam before we run Thrash. You must be out of your goddamn mind. Talk about some Thrash. Oh my god. Nah, I just got CTE. Why is my GOAT Mega Slowbro in B? Body Press, Iron Defense with actual recovery. He's just Zama, but better. You know, I didn't know that it had Iron Defense Press. Nah, there might be something there. Wait, this thing's Body Press is literally stronger than Zamazenta's. Because Za doesn't even run Max Defense Impish or anything. Wait, hold on. Alright. Graduated to B. I didn't actually know about that. I didn't actually know that it was, Nah, but if I was running a Pinsir, I'd probably just run SD Double Edge or even Thrash. Because Body Slam is some weak-ass sauce. Not happening. Weak-ass sauce. No shot. Also, Za is fast. Slowbro's base 30 speed. We running that Flail Pinsir into rocks. I had a friend who used to run sub SD Flail Feint Pinsir. Crazy set. Crazy set. So sub SD, sub up to where you get to 1 HP for them flails, and then Feint, priority move. They used to break protect as well. I mean, I think it still does, but I don't know. Does Feint still exist? I haven't seen Feint in a tournament game in like 8 years. Shoutouts to Pinsir one time, putting his ass in B. Also, for whoever just asked, yes, this is singles oriented, like 90%. But if a Pokemon is that super shiced in VGC, we'll give it some credit and raise it. Shell Armor with Eye Defense Press Slack sounds heinous without Whirlwind or Roar. Yeah, Iron Defense Press can definitely be a beast. Feint is the old head's upper hand. Yo, that is facts. Feint is the old head's upper hand. They be talking about Feint like it used to get buckets. Nah, Feint is jokes. Alright, Mega Gara. Mega Gara is an absolute beast. Alright? A very, very, very strong Mega. A truly no bullshit Mega, if you will. Mold Breaker, an amazing ability on this Pokemon. So many annoying things for this Pokemon are not returning, like Tapu Fini, for example. Even Tapu Bulu and all that. Paradox guys, I'm pretty sure those are not coming back. Mold Breaker, like I said, one of the best abilities, goes through multi-scale, which is huge. This guy's defenses are very, very good. Let me show you what I mean by that. .109 defense, 130 speed F. Also, going from water flying to water dark is really troll. You give up a bunch of annoying weaknesses like rock, and you're only 2x to electric, which you live any electric move for the most part with 130 speed F. This thing's like unkillable. It's so annoying. If you have a psychic type in front of a Gyarados regular, you're already trolled because they're gonna turn Mega, and then what? Are you gonna Focus Blast on the switch predicting it? I'm not on the switch, on that turn predicting the Mega. Or are you gonna Psychic hoping they stay the same so you can get that chip? I'm telling you, going from flying to water dark is really, really troll. Gyarados has always been one of my favorite Megas to use. It always does something. Very strong Pokemon overall. Just a great Pokemon, dude. Like, this is a really good Pokemon overall. And for that reason, I don't think I can put it at the end of... Actually, I can put it at the end of A. I think I will put it at the end of A. I think I would normally put it at the top of B. But I don't know. I feel like this new metagame, a lot of the old issues for this Pokemon no longer exist, and for that reason, it is slightly better than the rest of the B rank Pokemon versus just being at the top of B. Also, for those who ask, and again, this is mainly for singles, this tier list. How's he A but not Venu? Venu's not all that, bro. Venusaur doesn't have hidden power anymore. You gotta remember. Venusaur doesn't have hidden power anymore. That shit's broke as fuck. And that... Also, this is a sweeper. Venusaur ain't sweeping like that. Venusaur is pretty shice, though. I'm putting it back here. Alright, Aerodactyl. You know, this Pokemon gets very, very rare usage. But it's not a terrible Pokemon. Dual Wing Beat, I believe, is now in its arsenal, right? We got that Dragon Dance Dual Wing Beat. Hold on. Hold on. Dragon Dance Dual Wing Beat Stone Edge? Hold on. I might just use Bro before I use Pinsir. That Fire Resist? Hold on. I would use this guy before I use a lot of these guys in B. Shout out to Casino Bambino 777 joining up. You stay membered up though. Shouts to you, gang. No. Shoutouts to Aerodactyl one time. I would put this thing above Pinsir. Dragon Dance is worse than Hone Claws. You might be right. You might not need the extra speed. But Tough Claws boosted Dual Wing Beat means you have a 104 base power flying type stab move. Strongest move, stronger than Stone Edge. Dragon Dance can run Adamant. That's a good point. This is a great mon though. Truly. Dual Wing Beat entering this thing's move pool is dope. I have some high hopes for this in singles. I think it's going to really put in some work. Now, we coming in on both Charizards, living the attack, and boosting up. Ampharos is genuinely homeless. Ampharos is genuinely supreme buns. Yeah. And I like Ampharos a lot. I know. It was an iconic member of the hit Oscar-winning series Hita Fajita, but unfortunately, this Pokemon is absolutely terrible. For some reason, the Dragon Megas, a lot of the time, they get hoed. This Pokemon, Sceptile, it ain't right. It ain't right. Game Freak loves to do that. Stay on that side? Oh, I'm on that side. Don't worry. This Pokemon unfortunately belongs here. Now, of course, if it got some crazy moves, a better ability, a dialogue could be started. But we're not starting that dialogue until we know. Yo, this Pokemon's really bad. It's got to get Tail Glow, Thunderclap, Fluffy, Earth Power, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, yeah, Draco Meteor, Hadron Engine. We need a lot of shit. We need a lot of shit, bro. Ampharos, Fabio, you a gorgeous, gorgeous specimen. Truly you are. And it ain't you. It's me. It's me on my grind to be the greatest competitive player that I'm leaving you in the dust like this. Is it Mega Garchomp? It's so Mega Garchomp for this Pokemon. Fabio has bankrupted after spending all Hita's checks on Glim stocks. Fabio, you fucking buffoon. I really like Ampharos, but it's trash. In Trick Room plus Electric Terrain, it could work though. It could work in those two field conditions, but it's going to be quite hard to set both those up. All that just to be walled by Galarian Stunfisk? Cap, we got Focus Blast. Shout out my guy Casino. Thank you for the super gang. How we doing? How's the dog doing? Dog's doing good, bro. I play with the dog every day. When was the last time you listened to Z Move by Shofu featuring CC? CTC? What is it? Wet 'em up, waterinium. Nah, Z wrist flick like Z Move. I got all the Z moves. Damn, I haven't listened to Z Move in a while. Z Move's top 3. Z Move is top 3. Nah, I got a crazy story about that actually. When CTC pulled up to my crib, this is like 7 years ago. CTC pulled up to my apartment. I was in my last year of college, or maybe my junior year of college. It was like maybe 6 years ago, actually. I was in my junior year of college 6 years ago. CTC pulled up to the crib, and he was like, yo, what's good, blah, blah, blah. We were hanging out. We were going to go out or whatever. And, you know, we were pre-gaming before going out to this party. And I was like, yo, play some shit. He's like, I'm going to play some shit. And he played Z-Move. But it was too hype. I'm like, nah. CTC really played his own shit? Nah, but I'll tell you an even crazier story. When I was at school, we had Wiz Khalifa performing for some reason. And I don't know how I got into it, but one of my friends was part of like the student like organization of events, like club, council, whatever it is at school. And he had to go pick up Wiz Khalifa from the airport. And I'll never forget, I went with bro. What's it called? There, but I didn't, I went with bro there, but I didn't, I didn't go with him and Wiz Khalifa, which was sad. I lost out on that opportunity. And he told me he got in the car with Wiz Khalifa, and he said, trust me on this, he said to me that Wiz Khalifa played his own shit the entire drive. Is that crazy? I don't know. But he said bro just played his shit the entire time and kept bumping his head like this shit is fire. And I was so mad that I wasn't part of that situation. He said play some shit. He played his own shit. He started bumping his head like, nah, this is my shit. This is my shit. So that's why when CTC played his own shit, I wasn't even surprised. I was like, this just must be a thing. This just must be a thing with artists. They just, this must be a rapper thing. They just be like, play some shit. Some shit. My shit. And they throw that shit on. I was like, damn. Shout out to CTC, shout out to Z Move. I got all the Z moves, the Z moves. Wiz Khalifa really missed his opportunity to meet Blunder? Nah, he deadass missed his opportunity to meet me. And this was right after I won Smoke on Tour and shit too. Nah, Wiz Khalifa took a L for not meeting me. I didn't even think of it like that. This is why I stream to the agency. There's a lot of geniuses out here. Nah, Wiz, you can never come back from that L, pussy. It is what it is. If CTC would have turned that Wiz Khalifa song off and played his own shit. Alright, whatever. Fuck CTC and fuck Wiz Khalifa. Alright. Steelix. You know what? I got a soft spot for Steelix. This Pokemon, by all definitions, is not a great Pokemon. But it always does something for me when I would use it in OU. It would always get the rocks up. It would have that... It has Sheer Force? No, it has Strong Jaw. Ice Fang? Fire Fang? Come on! Not to mention it can now body press like a G. Steel Ground? Great typing. Excellent typing, if you will. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Don't let this guy die. It does not have Strong Jaw? Oh, it has Sand Force? Yo, my bad. Nah. Did I just make shit up to try and push the agenda? Nah, I did. Caught lying to push the agenda is crazy. I hope no one heard that. Alright. My fault. I tried to put him in a crazier outfit than he was in. My bad. I was trying to get him signed, so I was just making shit up. Fire Fang was... Nah, doesn't it get Fire Fang? Did I make that up? It definitely gets Ice Fang. No, it gets Fire Fang, doesn't it? That shit definitely gets Fire Fang. It definitely gets Ice Fang. Nah, it definitely gets Fire Fang. Am I wrong? It does, bro. Let me check. Nah, that 125? Nah, I knew it had Fire Fang. Nah, we hitting that Ferrothorn in that core for that big chip, bitch. Alright, anyways. ThunderBlunder777 caught LARPing on stream. Asked to leave his own agency for good. Oh my goodness. The saddest thing that could have happened just happened to me. Poor guy. Alright. Yeah, I mean, it's not looking great. Blunder remembering his in-game team with the heart scale, deadass. Deadass, that's what it's not easy. Alright, this guy's going in C rank. I would use this before I use the two Pokemon in garbage, alright? Maybe you're a real Pidgeot and Ampharos Patriot and you think it's better than Steelix, but I'm telling you right now, you're wrong. Steelix is marginally better, and that is the real truth. Mega Scizor. Mega Scizor would have been the easiest A ranker of all time. However, with the lack of Roost, it's going to get scary for this Pokemon. Maybe we'll see an offensive Swords Dance set now. Max attack, max speed. We occasionally saw this set back in the day, in generations that had Mega Evolution, but the inability to be a defensive tank and roost off against all Psychic types, a lot of fighting types, grass types, ground, rock types, you name it. You name it. This guy was one of the best at just walling any annoying Pokemon. But no longer is it going to be able to effectively wall. Weak to all entry hazards. Well, Stealth Rock and Spikes, not T-Spikes, but you get what I mean. Fire Fang to 3 KO Ferrothorn type. Shouts to my guy Casino. Also, Golisopod is straight up superior to this guy, which truly breaks my heart to say. I mean, Bullet Punch is cool, but bro, hold on. Oops, hold on. Fuck. My hand kept slipping. If we compare these, we got the same attack stat, except this has Bullet Punch 60 power thanks to tech. This has a better defense and a better SpDef. The speed is a little bit better, but that's about it. Pod is just gonna do it better. And Pod can SD Leech Life too. Nah, G. Scizor, you're my dog, Scizor. But it's not looking good, G. It's not looking good. We're gonna have to put this guy in B rank, unfortunately. For the time, we're gonna have to put this guy in B rank. No recovery for a Pokemon that was meant to be a defensive guy. It's not looking good. Yeah. Pains me. Pains me. Alright, next up we have a guy with too much power. Way too much power. I believe this Pokemon's physical attack stat is 180 or 185. It's something very stupid. Yeah, 185. So what does this hit? 514? 515! Nah, he doesn't give a fuck. His bulk is crazy. He has Skill Link with Bullet Seed, Rock Blast, Pin Missile. It can use Knockoff. It can use Earthquake if it wants to as coverage options. Alternatively, you know, hit Golden Go and all that type of shit. Ghosts. Why is Pod always screwing over Scizor like the anime? Pod is so... Dude, Pod gets everything. They love Pod. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Golisopod is shiced. But come on, don't switch on Scizor. This shit gets Trailblaze too. Wait, Trailblaze I think is the set we used when we were running this thing in Nat decks. 75 speed's pretty decent. Bug Fight also has key resistances. Like Ground, for example, which is really nice. Dark. Don't count Heracross out. This shit will always be a very solid attacker. Because the bulk is good enough to trade. It's definitely one of those opportunity cost megas. But I would be more than happy to put that shit right here. I think it's going to be slightly better than Pinsir. 185 attack is so nuts, right? People don't remember that this thing's attack is that high. First impression, Mega Cross, that shit does not get first impression. Can you imagine if it does, though? If it does, we in there! We in there! This guy might be better than Scizor. This guy might be right here. Nah, Scizor might be trash. Scizor might be worse than fucking Aerodactyl, bro. At least Arrow can go for the setup and sweep. Scizor is really not doing what you need it to do. Unless you're running like a super hyper... The only way this thing would work is what? Hyper offense? Max attack, max speed? There's no bulk that you can take advantage of without recovery. Shit's not good. Then this will probably go here. Cross is just a Pokemon that throws out an attack and then dies. It's like a fighting type Ursaluna type Pokemon. It's tough. Scizor's worse than Audino? Don't do that. Scizor can still SD Bullet Punch. You're right, but then it just gets revenge killed, and it's gonna die. If Scizor can't use its defensive profile, it's hard to justify this as your mega of choice, is my opinion. Like I said, hyper-offensive teams will be able to use this pretty effectively, but can we get Mega Metagross in S tier already? You know what? We can. Mega Metagross, welcome to the S Ubers tier. This Pokemon got Heavy Slam, this Pokemon got Scyfang, this Pokemon got Knockoff. This Pokemon only gets more OP every time. Shit's cheap. Shit's always gonna be cheap. Stay on that side when Scizor gets no retreat. My bad, OG. Let's see, let's see. Dude, just cut to the chase. Damn. This guy's crying. Alright, let's see. Metagross going in Ubers. Yeah, I mean, this shit was OP in both Gen 6, even though it's legal in Gen 6, and then Gen 7. All of its moves are pretty gross too. A big reason this shit got banned back in the day in singles is because the moves have a high hacks chance. Zen Headbutt, Flinch, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Paralyze and Freeze, respectively. It's just annoying, bro. Meteor Mash, before this had Heavy Slam. It only now got Heavy Slam, but Meteor Mash, you could fish for attack boosts. It's fucking annoying. He's buddies with Toxic Hippo. Shouts to Hippowdon, even though Hippowdon wronged me in my hit tournament circuit. Put Audino in D already? Why don't you have some respect for Audino? You surely never used a Calm Mind Surf Fire Blast Audino, and it shows. Shout out to Duh Pastry for 31 months. I also bet we're gonna have the community lose their mind trying to justify Mega Blaze for 3 weeks before he's banned in 90% majority. That's just getting banned immediately. get Mega Blaziken out of here. Houndoom. Oof. 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 Houndoom is mad weird. Houndoom is mad weird. But his design though. You know? Nah, he's trash. But I did see this guy get brought out in tournament in Gen 7 OU. Not even 2 years ago in Gen 7 OU. And you know what happened? That shit won. That shit put belt to ass, in fact. Now I'm gonna show you, hold on. Let me find this Mega Houndoom. That shit had Sludge Bomb as well. Folks don't, let me show you. A lot of y'all don't understand. A lot of y'all don't understand at all. Nah, pay attention. Mega Houndoom was brought in tournament, alright? Now watch this. Turn 1 Icicle Crash, putting this shit in Houndoom's range. Genius play. Next up, Houndoom pulls up, no fucks. Sludge Bomb, good ass chip on the switch to Greninja. We take that. Torkoal pivots in here, okay? All good. Nice hedge on the gunk shot. Easy tank. Tapu Lele, rock. Now watch this play. Houndoom using its dark type to pivot in on the Z Psychic. Bang. Takes the solar power chip. All good. Kills that off. Kartana comes in with the Choice Scarf. Scare that shit out. But he stays in like a complete thug. Expecting the double. Get that shit out of here. Nah, that was a Lord play. Staying in. Knowing now the Kartana is forced to click Sacred Sword, but it's too late. The Houndoom has completely read his life. His entire existence is now owned by Houndoom. Hold on. Houndoom's back for one more. I got one more in me. Brrr, gone. Finally, Houndoom is sacked to the Greninja, but it's done enough. The damage was too crazy. Houndoom was too crazy. Venusaur dies to Crunch. Feeny lives. And then Gren would have died to Life Orbs. That's the end of the game. But I'm telling you, that Pokemon is not actually as cocks as you might have thought. It's not actually as garbage as you might have thought. Anyways, after all that discussion, the shit's going in C. It's going right here. What a Pokemon. Pyroar doing the same shit? Fuck Pyroar. Putting that shit in C rank. Just had to give some respect. This shit could go down to D. This shit could go down to D, but we'll see. Nah, low-key, this might be better than fucking Pinsir. Pinsir's shit. I should put this guy above Pinsir. Beedrill. One play ain't enough to make it over the poverty line in big 2026. Nah, I agree with you. Alright, Tyranitar. Tyranitar is an A-rank thug. One of the best. Pokemon has crazy defense, crazy typing, crazy move pool. Easy Dragon Dance sweeper. Back in the day in singles. I can't speak for VGC, but I'm sure he gets buckets in VGC. This mon's fucking amazing. One of the best. This thing is pretty interchangeable with the Charizards. Gara is for sure below these three, but this mon is one of them all-time goats. This is one of my favorite Mega Evolutions to use in both generations, 6OU and 7OU. This is one of my all-time favorites. It just gets the job done. It's able to trade into everything. Dragon Dance gets such easy sweeps, but then you can also, back then at least, run the Stealth Rock Pursuit set. Shit's gonna have knockoff now. Ooh, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad with that DD knockoff. Blender, think about opportunity cost when you can just use regular Tyranitar. Regular Tyranitar is not on the level of Mega Tyranitar, bro. You have to respect this guy. Trust me. I'll show you. But you gotta respect this guy. Regular Tyranitar, soft. 61 speed, 134 attack. Tyranitar Mega, tough. 164 attack, speed boost up 10. Defense 150, meaning no Earthquake is killing this shit. Tusk Headlong Rush, bouncing the fuck off. Tusk doesn't exist though. 120 Spadef with the Sand boost. Bro, never compare regular Tyranitar to this guy, alright? This guy, ooh, this guy's too tough. He's absolutely ridiculous. Please, respect needs to be had. Respect needs to be had for Mega Tyranitar. This thing's defenses are absolutely bullshit. If you don't have stab, close combat, expect this thing to stay in, laugh at your attack, set up, and fry you. Next up, we have Sceptile. Damn. 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 Alright, let me hop off Steelix nuts. Alright. Yeah, Sceptile sucks, but 145 speed's not bad. Also, I used this Pokemon on an OU team back in the day. Got high as fuck up on the ladder with Swords Dance, 3 attack. This shit's definitely not in D rank. Shit's like solid C rank shitter. Shouts to my guy Casino. I feel we're gonna get a lot of new abilities for ZA Megas. Meganium, Gator, Villain, and Drill got never before seen abilities. It'll be crazy. I'm with you on that. I think besides like Magearna, Bax, Heatran, Darkrai, like those type of like iconic signature ability Pokemon, we're gonna get a lot of new ones. Blunder, take a parlay out right now. Mega Arrow will be the first Tough Claws monster to have high horsepower home claws, and it'll go brazy. Chat, what are we thinking about that? Also, I see some of you talking about shed tailing on a Mega Evolution, so yeah, I don't really know what to. I don't really know how to respond to that. Shout out to Sceptile one time though. We're gonna put that in C before you guys take away all of its potential by talking about using your Mega to shed tail. Oof. I will be opening up the school soon though. Don't worry. Agency Academy is on the way. Sceptile the biggest thing with Sceptile is it doesn't have Draco, bruh. And also Lightning Rod is troll as fuck. No, dude, we're not trying to run Dragon Pulse. They need to figure this out to where Dragon Mega Pokemon can learn Draco. They need to change the game up so that that can happen. Nah, no Draco's so crazy. This Pokemon dies to every attack. That's tough. It's sad. 145 with no boosting is so crazy. I'm not trying to click Focus Blast, bro. I'm not trying to run all that shit. Alright, Mega Blaziken. The shit's broken. That bro right here. I mean, yeah, these are all fucking gonna be banned, so it doesn't really matter to sort them out too much. But yeah, Mega Blaziken, get the fuck out of here. Shit's extremely OP. Extremely OP. Metagross is better than Blastoise? No, it's not. Blastoise Shell Smashes and Insta Sweeps. Walled by Dondozo? Nah, we're running that knockoff on the Switch. Shouts to Blaziken. What is Blaziken's attack? 160? 100 speed is clutch. 100 speed is very clutch. It's just gonna do the same thing regular Blaziken does. However, Dragonite does check this, which is nice with heavy duty boots, but I mean, that's like one Pokemon. Low key, I might put Beedrill higher than like. Beedrill sucks though. Yeah. Scizor should be behind Slowbro, way better than Arrow and Heracross. That shit doesn't have Roost. That shit sucks. But you know what? Maybe it gets Roost back, and so we'll cope and put it back here. Well, if it had Roost, it'd be an A, but whatever. I'll just put Scizor here for history. You guys are on Scizor's balls too hard. Alright, Swampert. Swampert's an easy A rank Pokemon. Swampert will dominate on rain teams. Swampert will also be a part of the VGC rain equation as well, I'm sure. This guy's a beast. This guy's flip turn now, which is really nasty. Whenever I play Nat decks and they send this shit out with rain up and they spam flip turn, and it's like, dude, come on. Big Swampert's an easy A rank Pokemon. Very easy Pokemon to win with. This thing makes rain goated. This thing literally makes rain a viable, decent playstyle. Usually rain's not even shice like that. This guy or Mega Starmie in the rain? Nah, having the built-in electric immunity for rain with a ground type is way too good. Way too good. He better than Megatar? This shit's not better than Megatar. You're crazy. This shit forces you to run rain. Your whole strategy is on display immediately. Tyranitar doesn't force a sand team, quote unquote. Great Pokemon though. Ogerpon beats Swampert? Not really though. You just Earthquake, and then you Superpower on the switch. I'm not on the switch. You Earthquake as they switch in. They take like 40, and then they'll die to Superpower, so it can't really switch in unless it comes in on Liquidation. Don't doubt Swampert. That shit is strong. Does it get Superpower still? I don't know, actually. But if Swampert is still capable of Superpowering, then it would be able to expose Ogerpon. Also, we don't know if Ogerpon's even in the new games, do we? Where's Groudon on Kyogre? Don't give me the not mega BS. I don't know. I didn't make this fucking tier list. I could give a fuck about Groudon. And you need to know, you need to see Groudon and Kyogre here to know what tier they're going to be in. S for Ubers, buddy. I'll I'll spoil it for you. Alright, Mega Gardevoir. Shouts to Gardevoir. This thing got some new moves. Vacuum Wave. Big. Mystical Fire. Big. Yo. Pixelate, not a bad ability whatsoever. Great special defense as well. 100 base speed is pretty solid. You know, there's a lot of good fairy types. There's a lot of good psychic types. This is a good Pokemon overall. It's not going to be the best. It's not going to be at the top of the usage stats by any means. But this thing's stats are really, really solid. I would put this in B rank. I would put this like right here. I'd probably use this before I use... Yeah, I'd probably put this like right here. Nah, Guard is a great Pokemon. The Tapus are not coming back, so there's no Tapu Lele comparison that needs to be made. There's also no more Pursuit. So that's another big blessing for a Pokemon like this. This shit's better than Scizor. Scizor can't roost. Shit's better than Bro as well. Bro has to set up. And Bro means that it's going to get like this Iron Defense sweep off, which is not confirmed. Vacuum Wave might be putting in work. Alright, Mega Sableye. Mega Sableye's dicks. There will be a usage of this Pokemon on Fat and Stall. But 8 recovers is pretty bad. Like, really bad. That being said, there are still some teams that cannot break Sableye whatsoever. There are some defensive Pokemon that are just so totally giga shut down. Only 8 protects too? How many protects now? It gets Parting Shot though. Yes. Hold on. Parting Shot? Oh no. Wait, it gets Parting Shot though. Hold on. Then this defensive shit does not matter. Like, yo, losing the 8 recovers doesn't matter then. You go in on any defensive mon, take no damage, you Parting Shot out to your threat, it's over. Also, we're pairing this guy with that Wish Alomomola, bitch. Oh no. Yes, we talked about this actually when ZA came out. You can Prankster Parting Shot in base or hit the slow Parting Shot in Mega. Nah, this guy's cheap! It's still not going to be OP, but he's an evil Pokemon. He's always going to be an evil Pokemon. Cynoi's buff for Guard, Stall Nightmare. That's very true. That's very true. I didn't even realize Cynoi's is now something that Guard is able to abuse. It's a good shout out, Noobish. Definitely B tier. Nah, facts. I think it would be the tail end of B. I think, because it's still going to be hard. What do we put this? Stall ain't a thing in VGC, so it's really weird they made these kind of changes. They usually don't give 2 craps about singles. It's pretty interesting, right? Like, since Generation 7, they've been making small stall nerfs, so it's pretty cool to see how they decide to balance the game over and over. Just wait until my Lartmon's Mega Jellicent comes and clears Mega Sableye. Oh yeah? You got that Mega Jellicent, huh? Anyways, we're gonna put this guy... I'm gonna put this guy right about... here. I'm gonna put this guy right about here. Don't ignore this guy's potential. There are some teams that just truly shuts down. Also, I see we have 1,100 viewers in the stream right now, 1,150. So of course I gotta ask an agency classic. Where is everybody tapping in from watching the stream? It's 9:56 p.m. here in NYC. Where I'm streaming from, I gotta know. Where is the agency tapping in from? We mad global here at the agency. Norway? Texas? Jamaica? Okay. Michigan, Montreal, Australia, Spain, Peru? Okay. More New York. Wales? Tough. Chicago? From the trash can? Canada? Bolivia? Dope. Representing Chile? Okay. Panama, Mexico, Brazil, Puerto Rico, Boston, Honduras, Trinidad and Tobago. Nah, the agency's too worldwide. I love asking this question. Argentina, UK, Quebec, El Salvador, Haiti. Wow. Argentina, the Big Alaska, Scarsboro. Shouts to 3D. Shouts to all of you wonderful agents. Alright, we're truly worldwide here at the agency. Also, like I said, if we got 1,000 viewers, how the hell we only got 250 likes? That can't be. That can't be. We need to have at least half the likes we got on the viewership. If we got 1,000 viewers, I'm gonna need at least 500 likes. So make sure you like the stream if you haven't already. Shouts to my guy Casino Bambino. Why don't you have a YouTube tier where you do videos with members, whereas Swave and Joey do? Would you do it down the road? Hell no. Shouts to y'all though. Shouts to my guy Sapphire. You know I had to show up to support the agency from Virginia. Much love, and I'll be building with Mega Mawile day one. Yeah, Mega Mawile is gonna be shiced. RIP to the Sucker Punch nerf, but that shit's still gonna be one of the best. If we get 1,000 viewers and we need 2,000 likes, that's classic agency math. Watching from Detroit, shout out to Detroit, man. Shout out to Detroit, shout out that West Bloomfield. Alright, Mega Mawile. Mega Mawile is an absolute GOAT. Love this Pokemon. Love this shit. Too good. Too good. Seriously. This Pokemon is always going to be an A rank candidate. Fairy Steel, we know, is one of the all-time greatest typings ever invented. Offensively and defensively, but more so defensively. This Pokemon's whole reputation was that it's always going to get at least 1 or 2 kills minimum. If you don't get at least 1 or 2 kills, you probably did something very wrong with this Pokemon. Intimidate as a base ability is incredible. Incredible. Because you can drop the opponent's attack stat and then force your 1 KO. Swords Dance, Sucker Punch, Knockoff, Play Rough is what it used to run. Yes! Shout out to Shimimimba. How does I say Shimimimba? Shimimba. In the chat for saying it's literally OG King Gambit. This shit is OG King Gambit. This is literally OG King Gambit, bro. This is literally Fairy Gambit. This is its OG. That's literally what this is. Does it get Trailblaze? Don't ask that again, alright? Don't be talking about no Trailblaze, buddy. Alright? I'm writing you down on a list for saying that Trailblaze shit. Now you can run 2 Gambits? Deadass. Nah, this shit's too shiced. Gambit without Terra? Fuck that shit. I might run Mawile instead. Alright, Mega Aggron's up next. Aggron is a great support Pokemon. Really, it's super solid. Yo, am I tripping if I put that guy right here? Nah, he's shiced on balanced, he's shiced on stall, 140 attack, heavy slam, the shit can iron defense, press, shit has stealth rock, godly coverage, fire punch, ice punch, earthquake, you know? Nah, Aggron's shiced. Aggron was always good. Isn't it getting heavy slam? It always had heavy slam, right? I was using heavy slam on this in Gen 7. It always had heavy slam, but body press is new, of course. Nah, Aggron's gonna be super duper shiced. Nah, I'm putting that shit above Slowbro. Don't sleep on Aggron at all. This mon is gonna be fantastic. For those of you who aren't familiar with the stats on this demon, I'll show you what you need to see. Oops. 230 defense, 140 attack. Look how green that bar is. Sheesh. HP could be better. 344 is not great, but you don't have to invest much in speed, to be honest. Attack being 416 with Adamant Nature is pretty damn good. Heavy Slam 120 stab. Any neutral gets fucked up. I played a guy in a tournament. He led off with Greninja in front of my Aggron. He thought he was going to scare me out. He clicked Spikes, Protean turned him into a ground type. I clicked Heavy Slam turn 1, Oko, instantly. There's no doubts about it. This guy's a good check to too many different Pokemon. 80 Spit F isn't bad either. It's not great, but you can take some neutral special attacks. And then Filter, of course. Boss ass ability. Boss ass ability. Nah, Aggron is shiced. And that's why he's a deserving candidate in the B tier. That's literally the Great Wall. Like, you're not getting past this Pokemon, bro. Like, this guy exists to end your dreams. That's literally the Aggron's purpose. End your dreams. Nah, shout out to Aggron one time. Okay. Where are we thinking for Mega Medicham? You know, Mega Medicham is still going to be an A-rank Pokemon, even if we just talked about Huge Power Mawile being so good. Even if Starmie is another huge power demon, Mega Medicham is never falling off with that T-Punch, that Ice Punch, that Fake Out. OGs remember Blunder's tournament pack smoking run with Medicham? Nah, this shit went giga stupid. Does gold exist in champions? I'm not sure. Shoutouts to Aqua FGC joining the agency. Like I said, guys, we had 1,000 viewers. If you're not subscribed right now, I need you to click that subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm gonna be streaming champions like crazy. I'm gonna be posting like crazy the next few weeks. You're not gonna want to miss any of this, especially the champion streams. All right, I want you all to be pulling up to those. It's gonna be mad fun. So make sure you do subscribe. I'm less than 500 away from 150K. I'm gonna need the whole agency to pull up for me. All right, appreciate y'all. Medicham gets knockoff? No, Medicham does not get knockoff. Farmed by Hatterene? Cap. Medicham has access to Poison Jab. It could beat Hatterene. It also has close combat, but we're still running high jump kick. But yes, Golden Go would technically wall it unless you ran Fire Punch. Y'all don't remember Mega Medicham OHKOing max defense Rotom Wash with high jump kick. Dead ass. Dead ass. They used to OHKO Fizz Def Rotom with high jump kick. Bro, people used to go to their mixed defense Clefable and take 55 from high jump kick. Nah, this guy's a beast. He's also just better into stall as a whole. Like Sableye, for example, switching into Ice Punch and taking 40%. That thing cannot recover stall you. It only has 8. So you can cycle that play many times throughout the battle. Why use Mega Medicham when Starmie exists? I would agree with you. Starmie is giving it a pretty big competition. But 120 base stab versus liquidation being 85 stab is a big deal. That CC is nuts. Also, Starmie might get banned low-key. So, who knows. Medicham does have some options, though. Don't count it out. Fake out, as in the... Fake out is free 30% chip on, like, any Pokemon that's neutral and offensive. So, you know, you can do something. You can do something for sure. Don't sleep on Medicham, man. Don't sleep. Put that shit right here. Hold on, bro. I'm gonna put that shit right here, actually. Actually, not. Range pretty shiced. Medicham's pretty good, though. Does Corviknight expose him? Fuck no. Corviknight can't switch into this Pokemon. Dude, you gotta understand, it's 599 attack with Jolly, 598, or 656 with Adamant. The fighting stab is 120 or 130 base. Like, bro, any neutral cannot check this Pokemon. There's no shot. Is Bullet Punch usable? For sure. Some people used to run double priority. Does Mega Pert revive Rain? Yes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Alright, I gotta put this shit right here. It's homeless in Nat Dex right now? Yeah, because Nat Dex has fake shit like Z moves and a full dex of 900 Pokemon. How would you rank the 3 mega huge power guys? Actually, maybe this shit's right here. Starmie's existence is actually really tough for this Pokemon. 3 mega huge power. Starmie is the best. For sure, Starmie's the best because it's the fastest and has flip turn. And then Mawile's slightly better than Medicham because Mawile's defensive profile is overpowered. Alright, Mega Manectric. Man, it's tough that this Pokemon can't hit in power anymore. It really needed to click hidden power. There's no way for this Pokemon to bypass ground types. If I faced a Garchomp, which we know is pulling up, how the hell would I beat a Mega Garchomp? Not even a Mega Garchomp. How would I beat a regular Garchomp with Manectric Mega? There's no more hidden power, bruh. So what am I supposed to do? I showed this before. This brother has 8 moves that show up in possible moves. 8 moves! 8! It's fucking over. Okay? 8! 8! That brother's cooked. Nah, but it's crazy. If you had hidden power, it didn't matter. Nah. I thought Signal Beam doesn't even exist anymore, so maybe this is like wrong. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not trying to click Flamethrower and attempt to burn all switch-ins to me. No more Signal Beam, right? Yo, are we pulling up to the function clicking Snarl? Bro. Bro, he has Flame Burst. Why is he so fire curious? Like, what the fuck even is this Pokemon? Nah, I love Manectric back in the day. I have a tournament game with it as well, where it went in. But this shit, hell nah. Hell nah. Snarl and BGC going in. Alright, Manectric. You're truly terrible. Nah, bro, he's going in garbage. Bro, he's not. You can't touch ground types. This is for OU. I don't give a fuck about low tiers. I'm sure some of these, like Beedrill, for example, is good in UU, so it could be higher, but this is for OU. Because that's the only real tier. Alright, you're going in garbage. Because you're fucking garbage. Nah, it actually pains me to have to do that. Nah, it pains me, ladies and gentlemen. Manectric pulls up with 0 coverage, asked to leave the OU tier. Bruh. His speed is helping him. You do not care? Not cap. How is this shit better than Ampharos? The shit's fast. Your puny Ampharos gets earthquaked immediately and it's over. And both of these guys lose to Gliscor, so it's like whatever. But Gliscor's probably not coming back, right? I hope not. Dude, where do I put this crap? This shit's so bad. Alright, Shark. I'm biased towards Shark. Strong Jaw is fantastic, 1.5x. Crunch, Psy-Fang, Ice Fang. Yo, Shark is actually super shice whenever I use it. I don't know. I think people are bad with Shark. I'm using Shark before I run Pinsir and Heracross and all that bullshit. Nah, I'm sorry to say, Shark's actually super shiced. Shark is nowhere on the level of these three. Well, then Beedrill would have to be upgraded. Shark is a Honda Civic? What's bro saying? Where are we putting Shark? Yo, I can't decide. Where are we putting Shark, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. You know, I've never seen Jaws before, ladies and gentlemen. Should I watch it? I heard Jaws is actually a goob masterpiece. My bro, when I told him I hadn't seen Jaws, he was totally shocked. He's like, what the fuck, you haven't seen Jaws? Jaws is so shiced. We doing a Jaws watch party? Jaws got that tough-ass song. Steven Spielberg Chef? We got the best theme ever, bro. In Jaws. Jaws is C tier? Damn. When you rank Gallade, you consider that it will probably get sharpness? The agency needs to know, Thunderblunder, that shit is not getting sharpness. Dude, I think Pinsir is in fucking C rank then. Because Shark is not worse than Pinsir. Nah, low-key, I might have been hard on Beedrill. And this is the actual truth to the ratings. Yeah. This is the actual truth. Alright. Nobody is going to use Pinsir. You will never see that thing used. I got to 1000 elo with Beedrill Trust. Alright. No way Beedrill is lower than Heracross or higher than Heracross. Alright. For all of you extremely passionate Beedrill and Heracross fans, whoever sends 5 members can decide the placement of these two. Until then, this dialogue is fully finished. Beedrill clears Mega Heracross. As for Pinsir, that shit is in C for Cox. I am not pulling up with a 4-time Stealth Rock weak Pokemon clicking that double edge like a bot. It ain't happening, it ain't happening, it ain't happening. You know what, Pinsir? Shoutouts to you. If we were doing some voter fraud, there could have been a world where you elevated yourself to a boss place. But you know what, Pinsir? You fell off. And sometimes that's what happened. Sometimes you can't be the all-star QB every year, Pinsir. You fell the fuck off, homie. Deal with it. Nah, shut up, my guy Casino dropping the 5. Nah, he had an agenda to push. Let me see some W's in the chat. Let me see the choo-choo blunder emoji in the chat. Stop the count! Stay on that side when Pinsir gets E-Speed? Fuck out of here. Stop telling me to stay on that side. The side I pick, I'll be staying on that side, alright? And I'm staying on that side, Pinsir. I'm staying on it. You're not about to make it happen. Beedrill is at the top. Alright, I stay on that side. Alright, enough talk about bugs. It's time for Camera Up, who my good friend Jimothy always talks positively about. Oh wait, that's McCargo. My fault. I mixed up those fire shitters. Camera Up has some potential. Like, I don't know, how do I explain this? It has some potential. Shout out to Clanker Enthusiast. Hey, what kind of name is that? Nah, you clicking up with the robot ops? Hold on, somebody watch this guy with his SpongeBob profile pic. Shout out to Killer Coffee with the 5 gifted. Let me see some W's, some Mr. Cross. Can we get a 5 train going? We going to 900 members. Huge shots to Killer Coffee and my guy Casino. Send Beedrill the Cox right now. Oh my god. They battling over Beedrill. He said it's not enough for Beedrill to be below Heracross. He said that shit needs to be the leader of the Cox tier. They're going band for Beedrill's placement. Is it really worth dying over Beedrill, ladies and gentlemen? Is it really worth it? For that one Pokemon that just clicks U-turn. But Casino Bambino responds with a hot dog message. The Glizzy? Glizzy train? Hey, yo! Tapping back in for Pokemon Champions. You're so funny, bro. I appreciate you. Nobody's more funny than the agency, though. When I be on stream reading the stream chat, I be laughing my ass off. We be cooking. We a good team, agents. We a good team. Shout out to Mambo number 6. Beedrill's dicks when I have it, and S when the opponent has it. When the opponent has it, it's faster than every single Mon, poisons every single poison jab, and then knock off faster than every... Bro. Yo, this thing's better than Beedrill, actually. I mean, better than Arrow, actually. Actually, it's not. Let me stop glazing. Heracross might be shiced with that Trailblaze, though, or whatever. I'm coming back to this. Alright, Camera Up sucks. Sorry to say. The shit's weak to everything. It's not bulky enough. It does resist, I mean, it is immune to electric, which is pretty nice. Resists fire and whatnot. But overall, shit's buns, bro. Buns. And I don't want it to be buns, but it's buns. There was a time where people tried to hipster max and bring this shit quite a bit. Shout out to Killer Coffee with the 10 gifted. Oh my god, we are going to 900 today. I need to see mad Mr. Cross in the chat. All the Mr. Cross. Huge W's. If you got gifted a member or membered up today, please do join the agency server. I would love to see all of you in there. Alright, as we start this next epic chapter of the agency takes on champions, huge shout outs to my guy Killer Coffee with the 15 gifted. Thank you so much, GOAT. Shout out to Casino Bambino as well with the gifted members. Make sure you thank them, gang. This guy gonna be a PU menace with his ability to wall Manectric? Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah, I'm so scared. Wonder when's the next monotype TTT episode? The investors are growing desperate. Bro, I recorded it 2 weeks ago and then I just got lazy and didn't post it. I'm a bot. I have to post it. I have it on my... I literally have it uploaded to YouTube as unlisted. How do you join the agency server? You need to connect your YouTube account with your Discord account and then go to settings or like integrations and then my server will show up. Will you join a Champions Draft League? It could be in the cards down the line. Who knows? Who knows? Probably not in the immediate future, but it could be something I do for sure. $5 to put Mega Ray in B tier and get the goob clickbait thumbnail. Shout out to the Radical Banana. That would have been a common play of mine in a video. Like if I do a video tier list, yo, wait, you're right. I should have put Ray in A rank. Nah, I need to fix my thumbnail and deadass put Ray in A rank. You're right. Nah, I need a bait. Nah, I should fix that shit right now. You're not even wrong. Why am I not rage baiting viewers? Why am I not rage baiting viewers? Nah, you're right. What am I doing? Nah, let me take a screenshot of this shit right now. Nah, you're actually a genius for that. What do I think I'm doing? Not rage baiting, folks. Always rage bait if you can. All right. Let me add this. Let me add this. No, you're a genius, actually. I didn't even think about that. And you know what? I should have thought about it. Anyways, Mega Raymond is the most broken Pokemon of all time. Are we looking forward to... Wait, this thing can't V-create anymore. Did you guys know that, though? This guy cannot V-create. Hold on. That's kind of scary. It's kind of sad. It's kind of a tearjerker, if you will. The disrespect to Amph is huge. Dude should have its own bottom tier. Bro, he's ass. Bro, he's literally ass. And I don't want him to be ass, but he's ass. Oh, my bad. I'm playing both sides. I don't really care if he's ass. Also, refresh and check my new thumbnail. Nah. That was a great idea. Yeah, refresh and check my thumbnail. Alright, Camel. Your ass is in C rank, boy. Yeah, you're going right here. This thing is extremely strong. Raymond A, that's just... Yo, chill. Nah, Raymond is the GOAT. It's the best mount ever. But Camel's going in C rank. Dino is still worse than Ampharos? Nah, low-key it's not. Nah, low-key it's not, bro. No way Camel's better than Steelix? No, it is better than Steelix, trust me. Dude, it's still pretty strong, and it still has sheer force Fire Blast. Also, Fire Ground is not, like, it is weak to a lot of stuff, but the immunities and resistances you do have, aka Electric, Fire, etc., Fairy, it's just a trade Pokemon. You're meant to stay in on a Pokemon that can't kill you, and hopefully kill it back with a sheer force boosted Fire Blast. It also has Earth Power, which is also sheer force boosted. This is just meant to be a total, like, destroyer type Pokemon. It's not going to stick around for a long time, but... No way Manectric's worse than Camel? Nah, shit is, bro. Wonder why is the bee still disrespecting my glorious Beetle King? Nah, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. The more I think about it, I think Beedrill might actually have to return to Cox. Nobody's gonna use this, bro. But then again, I might be thinking from the Gen 9. Nah, dude, am I on his... Am I anti-Beedrill? Should I bring Pinsir back up? Why are all these shit bug types so hard to fucking decide? They're all shit. Golisopod owns all of you! Wonder where can us at the Northside Nation post speech? The Northside Nation is super crazy. Post VGTs. Sorry, Northside Nation took me the fuck out. Nah, just tag me in the Discord with your teams, in the Pokemon teams chat. Can we pretend Steelix gets body press? It doesn't get body press? Wait, it does get body press, doesn't it? Nah, these guys are on the big bug payroll. Also, Heracross, Bullet Seed, 2-hit KOing Dozo is pretty shiced. Steelix had body press and it's gone? No, it does, right? It does get body press. Blunder, what does Beedrill do to Petrarant? It puts its hand on its shoulder and says, please don't kill me. We're on the same side, brother. Nah, shit gets fucked up. I mean, you can knock off and drill run for some chip, but you are going to lose in general. Actually, if it's not foul play, you can Swords Dance as they go into it and then win 1v1. If it's foul play, you'll die, but if it's not foul play, you're gonna win that with Swords Dance. Blunder, it says missing X on the Discord. What do? I can't join the server. I probably just haven't refreshed the, probably just haven't refreshed it since the, what's it called? Since the stream started. Give me a second. I can do that right now. Alright, it should be good now. Blunder looking at the C and D tier megas about to make they were wrong videos about shit mons like he did. Bro, these megas are all 10 years old. There's no more they were wrong. Nah, if these guys are in shit tier, they've been around for 10 years. They been shit. They're my you know, I'm fans. I'm a big fan of some of these guys, but woo. It's been tough. They've seen better days like Scizor. All right, Altaria. Altaria is kind of a forgotten Pokemon of sorts. It's a super strong Pokemon defensively. I always thought this Pokemon was rather underrated. Rather underrated. I would put this Pokemon about right here or above Scizor. It still has access to recovery. It's the only Dragon Fairy type in the game. It's really strange, bro. It was good back in the day, but things have changed. This has Defog still. We need an Unk tier for Hera, B, and Pinsir. No. It got Wisp in Gen 9? It does get Wisp. It does get Wisp. Oh, but no return? Oh, no. But, dude, I think Dragon Dance low-key got power scaled anyways. Or power crept, rather. Like, I feel like the defensive set is going to be the best bet. Like, some Body Slam, Paralyzed Fishing. Like, don't sleep on what this thing is capable of doing defensively. With max defense, first off, you don't need any Spadef to wall Zard Y. You resist all of its moves. With max defense, you can even wall Pokemon like Swampert. Although 8 Roosts is not great. But you check a lot of shit. And then, of course, that Stab, Body Slam, throwing out Paralysis. Look at a lot of the A-rank Megas. With the exception of Mawile, you check these shits with Body Slam and you tank their hit. So... It has Facade? Yeah, and Facade's not even a bad move on this. Sometimes they used to run Facade on this in tournament play. Nah, I'm a fan of Altaria, bro. It's a pretty good Pokemon, all things considered. It's a clutch option. Bayonet. Ooh, man. Nah, Bayonet is like refined trash. The uneducated battler sees Bayonet and instantly goes, nah, this shit's buns. But me, an intelligent, sophisticated battler, having been involved in multiple seasons of Megas to High Ladder, knows that Bayonet has potential. Nah, Bayonet is not even dicks. Alright? Matter of fact, nah, you're gonna be mad when I rank this Bayonet. You're gonna be mad as fuck. This shit has Poltergeist, bruh. Nah, you're gonna be mad. This is where Bayonet actually goes. It's better than all these washed up ass Pokemon. I'm telling you right now. That Poltergeist, nah, Bayonet is shiced, bro. Prankster D-Bond. Encore! Prankster Encore, ladies and gentlemen. Taunt? Come on. Nah, Bayonet is valid. This is where it goes, bro. The agency knows it won a regional in VGC. Bayonet won a regional? Really? I mean, I believe it. Nah, this thing is super certified. Also a ghost type Pokemon. What year was this? Back in Gen 6? Damn. So what is this, like 2015? 2000 something like that? As a sole Megas to High Ladder Bane builder, I agree. Yeah, noobish. You know what? Just because I heard that, this shit's going above Pinsir. This shit is better than Pinsir, bro. Won a regional with no attacking moves? That support shit is no joke, bro. 2013, holy shit. Volbeat changed Blunder's whole life about Prankster Encore. You guys need to stop glazing Pinsir like you even use Pinsir. Please. This Pinsir glazing is so crazy and unfounded. I actually use Pinsir. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy Pinsir glaze. I'm shocked. But you know what? A lot of people love to pull up talking about, yo, bro, he is my favorite Pokemon, even though I have 0 recorded usages of him. Shit ain't gonna work on me, bruv. Shit ain't gonna work on me. Shout out to Pinsir, though. Looks like we have a lot of fake shooters for Pinsir. Pinsir, thank you for doing 24% to my gold. You really were my special one. Pinsir was an actual OU guy? Was. In the past. Get the shit out of here. You all glazing that Pinsir. Alright, Absol. This guy's weird. This guy's gonna get replaced by his big bro. This guy might be cooked. This mon was pretty shiced when I used it back in the day. But it's like a C-rank Pokemon. It's good because it has 115 speed, 150 attack, and it has Swords Dance. Chat feeling real bug curious tonight? Nah, deadass. Deadass they are. But you guys are really too hard on Mega Absol. What the fuck? D rank? Are you out of your damn mind? This shit's in C. This shit's like right here. Well, you guys are crazy against Absol. Absol's shiced. What? But have you ever considered playing VGC like Joey did? Yeah, I will be playing VGC when Champions comes out. I will be streaming it a lot. Nah, Mega Absol is damn good. Magic Bounce is also a low-key clutch ability. You can get Will-O-Wisp and shit. Should have put it in front of Pinsir to bait chat. I was going to, but I didn't want everyone to freak out. Alright, Mega Glalie. Mega Glalie, my love! My all-time favorite Supreme Mega Evolution! Unfortunately, bruh, even though this is one of my all-time favorites, I got that iconic Glalie video. Hey, yo. This guy is flipping mad burgers now. You know what? It doesn't even matter that this thing lost return, because Double Edge, this shit already kills itself. But you know what? This guy is solidly right here on my PR. Solidly. Spikes, Earthquake, Explosion, Double Edge. A classic. A classic. All you need to do is get the Spike, and then all you need to do is click Explosion. I already told you guys this long ago when I dropped the how-to guide on Glalie. Moody Mega Glalie about to hit Champions, though? Uh-oh. I've never heard someone use the word solidly with such reservation. Nah, chill on me. Chill on me. That's funny. Alright, this guy. This guy's Jesus. Yeah, man. Get this shit out of here, man. LeBron pulled up. Everybody get the fuck back. This is Roaring Moon before Roaring Moon. This is King Von. Deadass. Gen 6 bird spam with Pinsir was brazy? Nah. What a great memory you just brought up. The OG bird spam with Pinsir and Choice Band Talon? They don't make them like this anymore. It's alright. Low-key Mega Mence is below Pinsir? Nah, somebody shoot this guy. Putting in rage bait like that and not even gifting 5 members? Get this guy out of here, man. It's crazy work. He was a serial killer who bragged about killing people. That's literally what Mega Mence was. Why does Mega Mence have all of that? And when I say all of that, I'm gonna show you. Why are all these bars so nice and green? Why is it 130 defense, but then the attack's 145, but then the speed's 120? And then it only needs to click Double Edge to begin with. You know how I knew this thing was on absolute bullshit? When you guys told me that this thing clicks both Double Edge and Hyper Voice in VGC. When you guys told me this shit clicks the same stab type move, but it has Hyper Voice and double. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What kind of Pokemon runs mixed with the same coverage move and it has Hyper Voice and double? Like, yo. Nah, get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here. That guy's a god. Alright, this is Latios, and the other one's Latias, right? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? I think the first one's Latios, right? Or am I wrong? Opposite? The first one's Latias, and the second one's... Okay. Latias and Latios are more or less the same ranking regardless. They're always going to be very close. They're going to be right here. These Pokemon are fantastic with the 110 speed. Even though speed creep has come a lot, if we're going with just the old Megas though, these things can check Charizards, which is big. These guys will never fall off. Ever. However... No, wait, Latios has Mystical Fire, right? Did Latios lose Mystical Fire? Or no? Wait, it did, right? Wait. Did it lose Mystical Fire, Latios? Or did I just... It did, didn't it? I'm trying to think if I recall correctly. It did, right? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Okay. But yeah, No More Pursuit is one of the biggest things of all time for these Pokemon. Luster Purge is pretty dope. Luster Purge got buffed like crazy. They also have the ability to abuse Psy Noise. Latias might be worse than Latios. But not by much. Mega Latios still got strong coverage though, still learns Ice Beam. She got mad good stats overall. Latios got that flip turn now. True. Latias changed Gen 7 OU? No, they both did. They both did. I think these two are solidly up here though. I would, okay, Lopunny for singles. For singles, I would put Lopunny right here. I don't know what Lopunny's VGC expertise is, but for singles, I'm confident putting Lopunny right here. This guy has triple axle and U-turn now, which is fucking crazy. This thing had Swords Dance, but no return though. And it doesn't even learn Body Slam though. Wait, bro, no return? Wait, I forgot all that good shit, but no return. But you get Mach Punch. Now fuck a return. We're running Swords Dance, Mach Punch, Triple Axle, Close Combat. Fuck do we need return for? Fuck return. Fuck fairy types. We going in. Nah. Return was pretty shice though. I can't lie. Buffed Scrappy is huge though. True. Nah, but Clefable's so annoying, bruh. No return for Clefable is really a bitch. As well as other fairy types. And like even psychic types. Mega Lopunny got Mega Kick? Alright, say no more then. Isn't Mega Kick strong as fuck? Isn't it 120 base power? What is Mega Kick? 120 base, 75 accuracy, if I recall correctly? Whoa, what is it? Let me know the breakdown. 120 base power? Alright, bet. Now we're running Mega Kick. If we miss, we miss. It's 85 accuracy? And 120 power? Yo, that's a good-ass hedge. I thought it was 75. Are you sure it's 85? I feel like it's 75. Let me look this shit up. It is 75. See, I knew I was right. I knew I was right, it was 75. Dude, you would literally see Mega Kick like crazy if it was 85 accuracy, 120. That's a good gamble. That's fucking Fire Blast and all that. But yeah, shout out to Lopunny, you're still there. Alright, Mega Garchomp, the OG. In fact, this was such an embarrassment to Pokemon that they had to remake Mega Garchomp, which is crazy. I would put this piece of shite solidly in B tier. The best time I ever had using this was not on sand teams, because you're not forced into running them. This is still a 700 BST Dawn. It's still a Garchomp as well. So... what a confusing Mon. And he does have that shit on. Wait, it has Scale Shot now, though. Are we inside? Shout out my guy, Henrique. My liege, where do you think regular Mega Garchomp would go if it had DD? That should be the top of A rank. That should be a god. Any Garchomp with DD is a god. It got SD Scale Shot and it might get Sharpness. This guy's low-key inferior to regular Garchomp. OG SD Chomp with Scale Shot, Loaded Dice is better than this. Because this isn't going to get the 4 or 5 hits. This Pokemon is sad, bro. I'm going to put this guy right here. Put that guy right there. Mega Lucario. Yes. Your ass is going right here. No switching whatsoever. Adaptability's Close Combat is busted. This guy's busted. This guy's a joke. If any of you were around for when this Pokemon used to run around and tear shit up in Gen 6 OU, then you can educate folks about just how evil this was. No matter how crazy you think this Pokemon was, double it. That's how crazy this Pokemon was. Like, yo, I loved using this. Shit killed the same Mon twice. It did. It literally did. 8 PP recovers Sableye better than Aerodactyl. It's a tough bet, but I think it is better than Arrow. It still has its purpose on fat shit. Now, Lucario's the GOAT. Mega Lucario's good in Gen 7 Ubers, which is the ultimate test. Facts. Shout out to Alex in the chat. That is a good point. A lot of these guys were going in. 252 attack, adaptability, Lucario, close combat. Nah, but you have no defense on that Dondozo. Nah, but that is still a crazy calc. Lucario better than Zam or Gross? Definitely not. It's definitely better than both of them. It's faster than Metagross, by the way. guy's a demon. It also has Meteor Mash now. This guy's crazy. This guy's better than the OG. I mean, not the OG, he's better than the new Mega. But we don't know the new Mega's ability, but yeah. Can we pay respects to Mr. Obama Snow? Yes, we can. Welcome to Dix. Alright. Oh, he's like low-key here. This guy's so fucking terrible. This shit is fucking awful. This shit is so bad, bro. This shit is so bad. Gallade. Alright, Gallade's getting sharpness. Is that what the streets are saying? I'm interviewing you guys. You guys are the streets. Remember the agenda, yard. Nah, Noobish, I got something crazy for the chat when we get to Audino. Don't even trip. Alright, is this getting sharpness? Is that what you guys, the streets, have decided? Also, of course, take the rankings with a grain of salt. It could always be something wildly different than what we know. Alright, if it's getting sharpness, this shit's at the top of A rank. Warms my heart seeing regular Absol not in Dix tier. Shout out to my guy Steck. 14 months Legion's Lieutenants. You the GOAT for that, Steck. Appreciate you, gang. That being said, Absol Mega is actually fairly decent. In fact, I feel guilty putting it down here in C. Like, I feel like it's at the top of C. I always had good luck with this Pokemon using it, but I would use like dual screens support Swords Dance, so you can kind of use anything there. Mega Gallade got that Minecraft Diamond Sword shit. Alright, if it had sharpness, it would be like here. It doesn't have sharpness though, which is why it's going here. This Pokemon has good bulk, good speed. Actually, should my low-key be worse than Alt? Now, my Psychic type's not a bad type. Yeah, you know what? He can go here. He can go here. I still think you need to put Bayonet above Arrow. Nah, you might be right. Bayonet's really good. Scizor's better? Wrong. Can it be B rank if it's worse than its base form? How is this worse than its base form? Yo. Yo. Noob ass statements are coming out. Alright. I'm moving on to Audino. Once I read 4 wrong statements in a row, I mentally move on to the next Pokemon. Alright, Mega Audino is up next. Alright, I love this Pokemon. Truly. Truly one of the best. Also, this guy might be like here. Audino. People really think this is the F tier Pokemon, but it's actually not as bad as you'd think. It's really not as bad as you'd think. Bro isn't even flipping burgers anymore. He's begging for scraps. I don't know. After using Calm Mind on this, my eyes opened up. And Mega Audino, lobbying for Mega Slowbro. Mega Audino is truthfully at the end of B rank. Alright, my bad. I was rage baiting. This Pokemon's true, honest placement is right here. Shout out to Audino. I'm a fan. My bad. My bad. I had to rage bait everybody. Sorry. Stop the Pidgeot hate? I don't hate it. The suspense was killing me. Mega Diancie? Alright, now we got a true fucking Dawn. Nah, this guy might be at the top of A for singles play. Mystical Fire? Added to the kit? The whole thing with this Pokemon is that you had to run Hidden Power Fire back in the day. No longer do you need any of that shit. 110 speed out the gate? Diamond Storm, Moonblast, Earth Power, Mystical Fire. It lost Mystical Fire? Don't do that. Did it? No way. No! Are you serious? Thunder, VGC Blunder, how much to put Mega Sceptile in A tier? Now you gotta send a Giga back. Nah, I'm sorry. I can make some miracles happen, but that is the miracle of all miracles. Wait, it really lost Mystical Fire? Aw, dude. Then this Pokemon got hurt, actually. Nah, it's still a phenomenal pick. But yo, nah, that's actually really sad. Yo. Damn. Wait, since when did it lose that shit? What? Shout out to my guy Champion Chrome, 41 months with the Lieutenant. What a fucking goat. Can we bump Gardevoir to bottom of A tier because it's shiny is top tier? Gardevoir I would honestly put at the top of B, but I cannot in good conscience put it in A with the rest of these demons. But that Vacuum Wave Calm Mind is going to be good. It didn't have it in SV, then I guess it's finished. Dude is mad mystical. This is actually really tough. Alright, man, just for you, just going in B. Because that Vacuum Wave. Alright, we got Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y. Mega Mewtwo X is low-key a bum. He's going right here. He's actually worse than Blaziken. And I have proof. The proof is that when I played in Uber's tournaments back in the day, I had a few Mega Blaziken teams, but I had no Mega Mewtwo X teams. Mega Mewtwo X is not on Blaziken's level. Mega Mewtwo X is actually kind of a weirdo. That shit clicks Drain Punch. Why can't he close combat? Mega Mewtwo Y? Mega Mewtwo Y is Jesus. Mega Mewtwo Y is... Mega Mewtwo Y is fucking stupid. What's Mega Mewtwo Y's ranking in like what, Gen 7, I guess? I'm wondering, like Gen 7 Ubers. That shit's at the top, right? I want to say that shit's like a top 10 Pokemon, if I'm not wrong. Maybe like top 15. Anyway, this guy's goated. This guy's goated, bruh. Nah, he might still be worse than Gengar, though. Yeah, he is worse than Gengar. Shadow Tag is just... He's actually low-key worse than Mence, too. I gotta be realistic. He's actually low-key worse than Mence. He's right here. Those two are actually better. Trust me on that. Mega Mewtwo X best tier really is balanced Hackmons. You guys remember the balanced Hackmons day we had during the subathon? Nah, that was probably top 5 stream ever. Worse than Mence is crazy? It is worse than Mence. Mence Dragon Dances and sweeps through a team. Mega Mewtwo Y is weak to priority, got a shit defense stat, you know. Can't boost its speed. That's a big deal. Obviously, it's broken in a god of a Pokemon, but... Mence wins more, straight up. Mewtwo gets plot now? That shit always had plot. Mewtwo had plot even when I was a kid. Mewtwo Y about to get Psychic Surge. Alright, let me ask you guys. Do you really think that they're gonna change up some of the old Megas and make the abilities something superior to what they were more than 10 years ago? Because I know some people keep floating that theory, but I just cannot believe that shit. I can't feed into that. I feel like they're not changing any abilities. It would be dope though, but I don't know, I just can't see them going back. They need to change Garchomp into 120 defenses, 115 speed. Damn. All right, what you're asking for, I don't know if they can give it to you, but give it to you, gang. They did say we'll get balance patches in Champion, so maybe. I got a crazy video for you guys tomorrow. Choice banned Spidops in SVOU, and I have the fabled 5 stack. I had Joey, CTC, 3D, and Lax with me. It was an insane video on the OU ladder. We went undefeated with choice banned Spidops. You would never even believe it. Stakeout boosted for those strong U-turns on the Switch. Those strong knockoffs. 5 stack Spidops. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Video fixing bad Megas? That's a great idea. I'll be more than happy to do it. How many actors did you pay? How many actors did I not pay? That's the question you need to be asking. I forgot about Mega Glade. It took the Furious 5 to make Spidops happen. Some haters be saying stop trying to make Spidops happen. No. opposite. Make Spidops happen. It's going to be $10 to unlock the Mega's ult ability. Deadass. We might see more leaks tomorrow of champions on the second home update. Please do tag me on Twitter or in the Discord or whatever if there is new leaks or news about champions. I mean, I'm assuming the game comes out tomorrow midnight or like Wednesday morning. Whenever it comes out, I'll stream. I'm not like super pressed to like hawk the release time and be live the second it goes up, but when it goes up, I will obviously stream it. Anyways, that's gonna be the tier ranking stream for today. Thank you all for joining. I had a lot of fun going over this with you all. Shout out to Beedrill versus Heracross, top 5 anime battles in history. Make sure you like this. All right, they dropped the time for release 11 p.m. tomorrow. All right, I'll be live then. Make sure you like this. We need 1,000 likes on this. Make sure you click subscribe, bro. Like I said, I'm less than 500 subscribers away from 150k. I'm trying to hit 150k. We're gonna have a crazy celebratory stream. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button. If this drops at 11 p.m. tomorrow, then we are going to be enjoying champions tomorrow. It's gonna be amazing. Thank y'all for pulling up. Have a good night, day.